Major Mohommed Ali Shah also joins us on the conversation. Ali, on one hand, the BBC wants to vilify our Prime Minister, blow out of proportion things which have already been settled by the apex court of a democratic country. And on the other hand, they want to, in fact, somehow normalize what was done by this woman as some sort of a mistake which can be rectified and corrected. How skewed and how idiotic is this stance by any organization, let alone the BBC?
Exactly. It's laughable, actually. It's laughable, exactly, what they are doing. I don't know why they are determined in trying to lose credibility, in trying to lose the subscribers. I don't know what the matter with them is, why it is suicidal, it's self-destructive completely. Now, coming, Vineet, right now at this point of time, if you can see from my background, I'm out at an event somewhere at a hotel where the principals of a leading school of the country have got together. And here I was here to give a talk. Now, when I told them I just need to excuse myself for half an hour, come out because I have to speak live on Shamima Begum, and they're like, "Who's that? What? What has she done? Who's that? Who's that? Who's that?" So I was like, "I don't know." So that is the question. And I've seen the expression. They were like, "Who's that?" That's exactly how they reacted. So the very fact when a channel, which used to be very credible at one time, when BBC fans a fire to people like Shamima Begum and to radicalism, it is disheartening. It is very, very sad. Secondly, coming back to the point of the Prime Minister, he said, I don't see the point. Why and how? What logic is it? After 20 years, a documentary is made. After 20 years. If the timing was then, okay, it could have been felt that, okay, there is something to it perhaps. Now the very fact that, what's the point? No point. The very fact is, Shamima Begum, they are promoting her. The posters, I'm not a beast. So it's not a laughing matter, I understand. But it is laughable that they are promoting by making posters that I'm not a beast. No one is born a criminal. No one is born a terrorist. No one is born. So people, it is circumstances, it's for everyone. It is the same for everyone. Everyone is brainwashed. If she says she was in love, and that's how she turned to terrorism, but that is not excuse. That is no excuse for a channel, for any channel. Now, I'm not talking about BBC, for any channel to promote radicalism. And I apologize for laughing because I found it really ridiculous that a channel promoting such a kind of a thing, it is shocking actually. So I was trying to be sarcastic rather than, so please don't misunderstand my laughter on that, please. And yes, it is, so I do not really stand for a propagation of such kind of a thing. I find it utter bunkum, utter nonsense what the channel is doing right now.
The concluding thoughts from Mohommed Ali Shah. What should be done about the BBC? In fact, by putting out such inane documentaries, they've already lost credibility. But that day is not far when the BBC could be staring down at bankruptcy as well, because the people in the United Kingdom will decide to not pay for the subscription that they are used to.
Vineet, yes, they lose credibility then. I think glorifying a terrorist is the most ridiculous thing that you can do. Anyone can do. We have a large responsibility on our hands, all of us sitting on this panel. Everyone, because we are influencers. A lot of people, millions of people would be watching us. They would be forming their opinion based on our opinions. Now, when a channel glorifies a terrorist, what example does it set? I think it's utter ridiculous. Now, what can be done? People, as Rashmi said, people she knows have already decided not to subscribe to BBC further. Well, that is their way of journalism. And let me tell you, we had very high regard for BBC. I also had very high regard for them. All of us had. In fact, BBC was considered to be the #1 in the world. That these kind of things. I mean, unfortunately, I don't see what it's a personal choice. What we can we can do about it is we choose that our channels on our own. We choose what channel we wish to subscribe, which channels we do not wish to subscribe to.